Hello, my wonderful Pisces. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so the card that we have here is Shattered, Broken, Nightmares, Failures. Okay. You could be connecting with someone who is reminded of maybe something that's very hurtful, or they're revisiting, a situation or event or an event that is causing them to feel uneasy. Okay, it does read broken, nightmares, and failure. So there could be something here that this person feels like caused disappointment in this connection, whether it's they feel like they failed themselves or they failed you. I do see a level of disappointment. Okay, I'm getting the vision of the Five of Cups in tarot. So there could be a level of regret, an energy of wishing that they could have handled the situation in a different way. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Six of Swords. This could be a week where this person is detaching from something that is not serving them, or it's no longer serving them. It could even be like overindulging, or someone who feels like they picked up on, maybe not the best coping mechanism and they're moving away from it. Six of Swords could also be someone who's quite literally relocating. So there could be, a location or a physical change for this person as well. Now, with the Three of Cups and the Six of Swords, there's something that this person is really trying hard to let go of mentally, right? The Six of Swords is an energy of moving away or moving to calmer waters. So detaching from negative thoughts, or like I said, I was getting, someone who's revisiting maybe a situation that, they feel like they failed, or it caused them a level of disappointment here. So I do see them trying to mentally detach from something, but I also feel like they are struggling with that. Okay, so I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Okay, so we have the Sun card. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo. It seems to me that this person is viewing you as someone who makes them very happy, although there's something in particular about this situation or about you that is being illuminated to them this week. So whether it's something that hasn't made sense to them in the past, whether it's, understanding now, or now understanding something about you, maybe in the past they misunderstood something about you, or even something that you communicated. I feel like, yes, there is something that is being illuminated about you to this person, but they also feel like they're receiving clarity. So if you are conversing with this person and you're, sharing your perspective, or you're being truthful, I could be picking up on that energy. But I'm just getting someone who feels that they have more clarity on you and the situation with you. Okay, and they also are feeling very optimistic, or they're viewing you as someone who just makes them very happy. Okay. So we have the Star card. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius and the Ten of Wands in the challenge position. So this is someone who's definitely trying to heal a connection with you. They still feel emotionally connected to you, but with the Ten of Wands, there is a very heavy energy, right? So as much as they feel this connection, there is, again, not to sound too repetitive, something that they're reminded of, something that they're thinking of, where it's like they wish they handled it differently, or it's still causing a level of disappointment for them. And the 10 of wands could be a bit of a draining energy. So yes, there are, it's very heavy. It's a draining energy, but things could have came to an end between the both of you after, an energy of trying time and time again, right? But feeling like you're not necessarily coming to a solution. So for the Star card and the 10 of wands to come up in the challenge position, yes, it is someone who wants to heal this connection because they still feel connected to you emotionally. But a part of them is having a hard time detaching from disappointment or regret. Hence why those two cards are coming up in the challenge position. It's like, I want to heal this, but I'm also reminded of, said thing, or I'm having a hard time healing from, said thing. And as much as they're wanting to, heal this connection here with the 10 of wands, there's something here that's just constantly bringing them down. So whether it's they want to fix something, but they're not sure how to go about it, or they want to fix something, but they're not sure if it's actually possible. So I do see that they are struggling with that. We have the Queen of Pentacles for how you are viewing them. You do feel like you've invested a lot of, time and energy into this person, into this connection. Some of you may feel like this person is your version of an ideal partner, or you could see the potential here also. I think that this is a week where, or in terms of how you're viewing this person or the situation, you're kind of looking at the time and energy that you've invested here, right? But you're also seeing where there's room for improvement. There may also be a desire for things to be more stable. So even if you feel very connected to this person and you feel like they, check off all the boxes here, there is a lack of stability, or you feel like things could be more stable than they currently are. Okay, so it's like maybe you want to be able to trust a situation. Maybe you want to be able to know that it's going to be stable for the long run. There could be something that feels a little bit unpredictable about this person's energy, or this connection has been very on and off here. So it could even be wanting more consistency. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups in your feelings and the Ace of Pentacles. I see an offer coming your way. What's interesting is I was just talking about stability in terms of how you're viewing the situation, but we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in your feelings. So this could be, an emotional confession, but it's followed by a very stable offer. And because it's in your feelings, I feel like there may be something that you're thinking about when this offer comes in, or you're taking your time with responding or acting on this offer. I also feel with the Knight of Cups, this could also be an apology, someone who is, apologizing for the past, and they're apologizing, but there may be something here that feels a little bit difficult to forgive. The reason I say that is, as much as this is someone who wants your forgiveness, in the challenge position, I see that there is a part of them that is having a hard time forgiving themselves, or there's something that they're still reminded of where they're like, it's almost like if they're thinking about something, right, and they're not fond of it, or they're still bothered by it, they're assuming that you feel the same way. So what they want forgiveness for seems to be something that's very heavy, or it could have caused a pretty large dent in this relationship here. So we have the High Priestess in your feelings, and we have the Tower. You definitely feel like the way things ended was very unexpected, maybe even feeling like you weren't prepared for it. But with the High Priestess, I feel like you're not necessarily going to be reaching out this week, or if this person is conversing with you and you are, you guys are having a conversation here, you may be doing more listening than speaking. So you could be very analytical or observant of this person this week. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I also feel with the High Priestess in the Tower, that could be a wake up call or something that your intuition is telling you. So whether it's clarity, whether it's a truth that's coming to the surface here. And what's interesting is this is happening on, a level where your gut is telling you something, or you, emotionally, like your emotions are telling you something. It's not necessarily some sort of truth with tangible evidence, but it's just you have a very strong gut feeling about it. And if you're receiving a sign and it's persistent, right, you're receiving the sign for a reason. So with the Tower and the High Priestess, that could be like a breakthrough moment, or some sort of clarity that we gain on our own, right? And with the High Priestess, it's not like there's tangible evidence. Again, it's more of like a gut feeling or something that your intuition is telling you. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups clarifying the Star card. And the Two of Cups clarifying the Ten of Wands. Yeah. So pretty much what I said here, this is someone who feels like they are still in love with you. They feel like the connection is something that they can't deny. And despite the fact that something feels very heavy here, they're not wanting to let go of this relationship. I will say that this is a week where this person is feeling challenged by this situation because they're having, a difficult time accepting something. But I also feel here, guys, that there's a level of confusion where they may be up in their head about the situation and there are certain things that they're thinking about, there are certain things that they're feeling, but it might not be the truth. I'm getting a strong energy of someone who's having a difficult time seeing past illusions. They're feeling very torn because they know how they feel about you, but they also feel like the ending was very severe, or there's a very heavy energy associated with the ending here, where it's like, again, I want to heal things and I love Pisces, but I am still feeling very challenged. So again, there is something that they're trying to figure out about you or about this situation, but there's also some sort of illusions that they're having a hard time seeing past. There may be something here where this person feels like they acted out of character. Like they're definitely reflecting, but I'm strongly getting like feeling like they acted out of character, or feeling like something that they've done or said was not really, a good representation of themselves here. So in their feelings, we have the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So there's an impulsive decision that this person made that is stressing them out, right? And I was persistently getting something that they feel like you're going to have a hard time forgiving, but it's interesting because it stems from a space of this person feels like they are having a hard time forgiving themselves, right? So if it's like, if I can't accept what I have done, do I really think Pisces will? It's like someone's own guilty conscience that is eating them up here. And so with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Swords, there's an impulsive decision that this person made, and they feel like they weren't thinking about the future repercussions of that, and that's what's stressing them out here. Nine of Swords could be someone who's, losing sleep. It could be someone who is, definitely stressed out and thinking about you, but there's a very anxious energy associated with it, where it could be, again, losing sleep, loss of appetite, just not feeling like themselves. This person also feels like they acted too soon. They should have thought about something more thoroughly before acting on it, because they feel if they were to think about something thoroughly before acting on it, then they could avoid the pickle that you guys are currently in. So we have the Nine of Wands and we have the King of Wands. A lot of Wands energy. So you could be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. With the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands, again, guys, it's a very contradicting energy, because King of Wands is a very determined energy, right? It's choosing what you're passionate about and going through with it, or going for it full throttle without being sidetracked. But you have the Nine of Wands, which is like it's like a wounded energy. It could even be a little bit of a defensive energy. So this person is wanting to fight for this connection. They're not willing to give up, although there is a part of them that feels very defeated. There is a part of them that is trying to accept that things may not work out the way that they want them to. And what's interesting is throughout the entire spread here, Pisces, like I am getting a very strong energy of someone who feels like they're still in love with you. They want to heal something with you, but they are having a hard time accepting something that occurred on their own. So they feel like you're not going to accept it. It's like, I want to fix this, but there's something here that I'm not okay with. But I can't reverse the effects of what has happened, or I can't change what has happened in the past. And so with the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands and their feelings, they are coming forward to, heal things with you, or you guys could be conversing as you're watching my read, but there's also a very guarded energy and a very wounded energy. There is a part of this person that feels very defeated. Someone here could be incarcerated, or they're just feeling very trapped in their mind. Because I'm getting a vision of like bars. So, I could interpret it differently, but, if it's not someone who's incarcerated, it could just be someone who feels very trapped in their mind, or their thoughts are taking, control of them, or they're feeling very bombarded by their emotions. So we have the Seven of Swords followed by the Four of Cups and the potential outcome. You're definitely going to have to use your discernment with this person. The Seven of Swords could be maybe some sort of strategy that you're using to figure something out about this person, or just, paying attention to the details here. What's interesting is we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so this is an energy of needing to act on an opportunity, or it will pass you by. There could be something in front of this person, but because they're up in their mind or they're too stuck on the past, they could be missing that opportunity that's in front of them. The Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups is also giving me an energy of there is a part of you that doesn't trust this person, or you don't trust the offer that you're receiving. And in your feelings, I did see that you're receiving an offer from this person, maybe even an apology, but you're thinking about it. You're taking your time with responding here. There's something where it's going to require you to take your time and observe prior to jumping to a conclusion or making a decision here. So the Seven of Swords is being clarified by the Eight of Cups, okay? And the Fool card Fool card is clarifying the Four of Cups. I feel like this person could be walking away from another situation. Eight of Cups could also just be, with the Seven of Swords, coming clean about something that they weren't honest about in the past here. And what I see here with the Eight of Cups, as well as, the Fool card, is you have the option, right, of conversing with this person, or completely detaching and moving forward as in like a brand new opportunity here. Like for some of you, you're conversing with this person and you may have, another option in mind, or there's something else that is taking up most of your time and energy while this conversation happens. Here's what I will say. This is someone who wants to heal something with you, but when you have the Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Four of Cups, as you guys are reconnecting, you're going to be reminded of why there was a disconnect to begin with. There could be some sort of a pattern or something that feels very repetitive here, where you're questioning if you're actually seeing the necessary changes. But I do see you having the option of returning to something, or just having a brand new beginning. Some of you feel like this situation took a toll on you, where you're wanting to set yourself free. Five of Cups. Yeah. So regret, dwelling, disappointment is, so I do see that, this is going to be impacting this person moving forward. Yes, they are going to open up to you, but there's something about you questioning, what they're telling you, or there's something here where you're seeing the proof for yourself, where it's like, okay, I'm not seeing the changes. Instead, I feel like this is just a repeat of the past, or we're revisiting how things were progressing between the both of us in the past here. Again, I feel like it is someone who's very regretful, but there could be something here that they feel they cannot change. Even if it's your perspective of them, right? With the Seven of Swords, if they were dishonest in the past, they may feel like it broke the trust between the both of you. Okay, so let's see if there's anything they want to communicate. It says the timing just wasn't right for us. Okay, and then it reads, you and I were too young. So there could be an age gap here, or if it's not about an age gap, it's just feeling like the timing was wrong, or something was handled in a very immature way. So this could be someone that you've known since childhood. I daydream about a life with you. Four of Cups in the potential outcome. Four of Cups is associated with, daydreaming or fantasizing. So it could be someone who has visions of the both of you together. I am waiting patiently. So whether it's waiting for the right time, waiting to heal something on their own here, it could also be someone who's conversing with you, but they know that it's going to take time to build or regain your trust here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.